Breaking right now at 6 on CBS News Philadelphia. Just within the past half hour, police capture a man believed to be responsible for a violent and deadly crime spree from Trenton to Bucks County. Good evening. I'm Aziza Schuler. The string of incidents played out nearly the entire day. Police allege that this all started when 26-year-old Andre Gordon carjacked someone in Trenton. They say he then drove to Falls Township and killed 3 of his relatives at 2 locations, leading to a shelter in place for part of Bucks County. Gordon then allegedly carjacked another driver and drove back to Trenton, where police believed at the time he was barricaded inside a home, but that wasn't where he was captured. Let's go live to Madeline Wright, who picks up the story from here. Madeline, what happens next?
Good evening, Aziza. The SWAT team spent about 6 hours here in Trenton thinking that Andre Gordon was barricaded inside of a home down the street, but it turns out he wasn't even there, that he had left before the perimeter was even established around 10, 11 o'clock this morning. He was eventually arrested right around 5 o'clock this evening, walking on the street outside of a hospital on New York Avenue, bringing an end to a situation that had the entire neighborhood on edge. Take a look at this video showing the SWAT team helping to evacuate several people from inside the home on Phillips Avenue where police thought that Gordon was barricaded. Law enforcement broadcast a message on a PA system urging the Falls Township murder suspect to surrender and to come out with his hands up, to no response. Now, this is a separate piece of video showing more of the police response. The SWAT team threw tear gas into the house in hopes that it would bring Gordon outside. Eventually, they received information he wasn't there. A patrol officer spotted him walking on the street near a local hospital, and he was taken into custody without incident. The police director said that he is glad the situation came to a peaceful end after so much loss of life. He says that Gordon will be extradited back to Pennsylvania to face charges for the triple homicide, and that he'll also face charges here in New Jersey. Live in Trenton, Madeline Wright, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Thank you, Madeline. As we mentioned, Gordon killed 3 of his relatives. People in Falls Township are mourning those victims who lost their lives, and CBS News Philadelphia reporter Marcela Bayeto reports from Bucks County.
Police say this violent string of events started right here in this neighborhood in Falls Township just before 9 a.m. Police say 26-year-old Andre Gordon forced himself inside of a home on Viewpoint Lane where he shot and killed his 52-year-old stepmother, Karen Gordon, and his 13-year-old sister, Kira Gordon, Saturday morning.
There were 3 other individuals at the residence, including a minor, inside the home who were able to hide and avoid being shot by Gordon as he went through the house searching for them.
He then allegedly moved on to a second home on Edgewood Lane where officials say he shot and killed the mother of his children, 25-year-old Taylor Daniel. This while his 2 young children were in the house, including another relative and Daniel's mother, who police say he struck with an assault rifle.
We expect that she'll recover from those injuries.
It's devastating for the community.
Shortly after, the DA says Gordon carjacked someone in the parking lot of a Dollar General store.
The operator of the vehicle did not suffer any injuries.
Police then found that car, a dark gray Honda CR-V in Trenton, before noon. In the midst of all of this, Falls Township issued a shelter-in-place order and urged neighbors to stay indoors.
I got all my kids together and we got into the center of the house and locked the windows and doors.
The violent incidents led Oxford Valley Mall, Sesame Place, and other businesses to close, leaving many families worried.
Something to happen like this here and then a couple other sections in just a short amount of time. It's crazy.
And because of those safety concerns, the Bucks County St. Patrick's Day Parade was canceled. Now that shelter-in-place order that was lifted just before 12:30. In Falls Township, Marcela Bayeto, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Thank you, Marcela, and we will have continuing coverage of the deadly shooting and Andre Gordon's capture. You can always get the latest developments on CBSPhiladelphia.com. Now to Hamilton, New Jersey, where police say they're relieved and thankful that an officer shot in the line of duty is out of the hospital. The New Jersey State Police Benevolent Association released this photo of the officer being discharged this morning. His name was not provided. The officer was shot after an exchange with a man armed with a rifle. This followed a domestic incident last week. The suspect was shot and killed, and his name has not yet been released. Time now for your next weather forecast. Let's take a look out at Spring Garden. Temperatures were mild today, giving people a chance to enjoy the outdoors as best as they could. But what can we expect for tonight? Let's bring in Andrew Kozak with the answer to that question.
Hey, Aziza. Yeah, you know what? It's going to cool down a little bit, and we will have a few more clouds here and there. But overall, we're going to be looking at, once again, a slightly above average night. And a pretty nice segue into your Sunday. High pressure off the shore. We do have a couple of showers back toward the Great Lakes, western PA and upstate New York. While we may see one or two of those areas sneak into the higher elevations of the Poconos, most of us will remain clear as we head into your Sunday. Mostly sunny skies right now. It's been a gorgeous day out there. Let's take a look at those temperatures. 60 in the city, 49 in the Poconos, around 52 degrees as you take a look at Wildwood, and 60 Redding, Trenton coming in at around 57 degrees. A beautiful shot of Atlantic City from Brigantine right now. Clear skies across the Jersey Shore. Waves kicking up a bit of a breeze as well. In fact, we're going to see the breeze kind of kicking up tonight between 10 and 20 miles per hour. So over the course of the next few hours, as those temperatures drop down into the lower 50s by about 11 o'clock, we'll slip into the upper 40s overnight. Again, a few more clouds into the wee hours of the morning. That's actually going to keep those temperatures up about 48 degrees with a south wind, again, being a bit breezy at times. Now, we're saying goodbye to the 70s for now. We were in the mid and even upper 70s in a couple of spots this past week. There is a bit of a cool down coming, but a nice dry stretch ahead. We'll talk all about that. Plus, I'll have a look at your 7-day planner. We'll try to find our next chance of rain. I don't think many people are complaining, but we may go at least a few more days without seeing a single drop. All of that coming up in your full forecast in just a bit. Stay with us. It's on its way.
All right. Thank you, Andrew. Well, still ahead tonight, one presidential candidate is putting an emphasis on the race for control of the Senate. Also, the Mega Millions and Powerball jackpots continue to climb toward $1 billion. We've got your next chance to strike it rich. And St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. We'll show you how two of America's biggest cities are celebrating. That's next.